Hey guys, this is Brian, and today we are continuing our deep dive into the top selling men's jeans based from 2023. We had started at number 40, and today we are going to be doing number 32. This is based on the volume of solds on eBay, and then we're making a video for each of these, diving in deeper so you'll know what to look for. Actually, our next one up is number 33, Replay. But when I dug into those jeans, I found out that those are a UK brand with a horrible sell-through in the US of only about 2%. So I decided not to dig into that brand too much. In the UK, it's a different story, but I'm in the US. So today we're looking at Giorgio Armani jeans at number 32 based on volume. Over the past year, we have 4,080 that have sold. Currently, there are 3,225 active. The 90-day sell-through rate is 24%. So on average, if you listed these, 24% are going to sell every 90 days. So it would roughly take about a year for those to sell. But the good thing about these is the ASP. This is the highest, the second highest ASP of any of the jeans we've covered. The highest so far has been Jinko. And if you haven't seen that video, check out my playlist, check out my channel. We have a video on Jinko jeans. But the Armani jeans are selling on average for $36.78. That includes shipping and handling. So they could be worth some fairly decent money. So let's dig in a little deeper into the data. So I'm going to start off with an eBay search at the beginning. I've just typed in Armani men's jeans. Come over here on the left-hand navigation, we select pre-owned. You can see there are 3,226 available. Next, if we click sold, we will see 2,464 have sold. This is in the past 90 days. We can look at the sizing, and let's see here. If we click see all on the waist size, it gives you the number that have sold. It looks like the most popular waist size with the most sales is going to be a 36-inch waist. Oh, I take that back. It's 32, which kind of seems to be the standard among most jeans. So 32 has the most. 30 is pretty good. What about 34? 30, actually, see, I was wrong. 34 has the most sold, then 32, then 36. And then there's a drop off once you get to 38. So if you wanted to just focus on your best selling ones, it would be 32 and 34, but 30 and 36 are okay as well. Let's select the 34 because we also want to check the inseam. That's the waist size. We come down here. So a 34 by, looks like 32 is going to be your best selling size overall. All right, let's get rid of that data right there so we can look at all of our data. Let's take that off. Okay. So now that we have sold, I now want to go to Terapeak to dig in a little bit deeper. Similarly, I typed in Armani jeans. I'm currently looking at the last 90 days. I selected pre-owned condition. I'm under the men's jean category. And when I apply that, we get this lovely data that Terapeak provides. The average sold price at $26.14. Average shipping is $10.64. If you add them together, that's where I got the $36.78 number. Current sell-through rate 24.13%. All right. Now, there's different ways you can look at this. You can start with most recently sold, but what I like to do, I'm looking for what are the best-selling models within this brand. So if we sort by average sold price, we can get that data. Oh, and by the way, let's look at this other information. Here's the average sold price over the past 90 days. You can see typically between 20 to 40 is the sweet spot. The total number of sold units per day is trending up. We are in January, so I know jeans sell well until we get to about May or June. Average sold price and quantity, and here's price buckets. So you can see the biggest price bucket is between $21 to $31. So if you want to sell the fastest, this would probably be the price bucket. You could also go down here, 11 to 21. Probably might even sell a little bit faster, but you're undercutting yourself a little bit. It seems like overall on your price that you're going to get back. All right, now let's get into the specifics. So we've sorted from the highest price, and let's see what we got. Here we got we sold for $100, free shipping, $695. I wouldn't leave my title with that. That's not searchable. If you want to include that at the end, by the way. Giorgio Armani big white jeans, 34 by 34 Italian selvage limited edition. Okay, so things that make these valuable. We have made in Italy. All right, we got buttonfly. So big white right here. I guess that's the model name. Made exclusively for Armani boutiques. Made in Italy, buttonfly. And the photos are actually good on this. The person did a good job with their photos. Picture of the patch. Looks like that patch is gold, or at least gold tone. There's the selvage, which is this seam right here. This reinforced seam. That's where the selvage comes from. So it seems like big white jeans would be a pair to look out for. Here we have a pair of leather pants that sold for $85 plus $35 shipping. It's actually, if you do the math, that sold for more than $100 free shipping. So if you found a pair of leather Armani jeans made in Milano, which is in Italy, those are valuable. I mean, those would kind of stand out. There's men's limited edition selvage. So that would be, so we're looking for patterns when we're doing this, right? So the selvage would be something you could check real quick, and all you have to do, they didn't even take a picture of the selvage. You would just flip up this this hem right here to check out the selvage. Once again, limited edition. That's going to show us. Man, they don't even have a picture of the size. Oh, there they do. I'll take it back. So right here, there's the Armani jeans label, and it shows limited edition. So they made, this was number 425. I don't know how many, but there's 4 digits. So it has to be under 10,000 on the total. So limited edition would be something to look for. Made in Italy. Now, J08. Now, on these Armani jeans, here, let's click on this. On the Armani jeans, right here's the label. Their model names will be usually right here on the size tag. So this J08 seems like it's valuable. Once again, we got buttonfly. Looks like the leg is, looks like we got a straight leg. Nice fade pattern right here. Could be a good word, good keyword. I guess they're showing the inseam. They're showing measurements. Okay, so J08, and we're looking for patterns. Here's J66. So we have another model. Looks like sold for good money. Let's take a deeper look at this one right here. So on this one, that model is on the next to the zipper on that fabric. This one has the slim leg. Ooh, that picture is dark. Not a good picture. Not a good picture at all, but you see it still sold for good money. What did that sell for? $69 plus $690 shipping. Another limited edition, made in Italy. We're looking vintage. All right, let's see if we can look at a vintage tag maybe. If this is vintage. Wow, somebody's actually modeling these. Which I guess if it's your own closet, that's fine. Armani jeans. There is a website here. Let me show you this real quick while we're talking about vintage. If you go to vintagefashionguild.com, they have a label resource on there, and if you type in the brand, it gives you the background history. Like on these Armani jeans, they were first created in 1934. You can get the history on these, and then they give you different labels based on the era. And even this one, they included a fake tag, which could perhaps help you. So these are the 90s. So you could compare your label, like the one we're looking at right here. This came from a 90s vest and skirt, so it looks similar, right? Yeah, it looks very similar to that. So this is probably 90s. This would help give you the date, and sure enough, they have the 90s in there, so that's a good job. So that's a good resource for you. And by the way, if you're finding this information helpful, useful, helping you source, hit the like button. Consider subscribing to the channel for more eBay and Poshmark content. And you can also hit the bell to be notified when new videos are released. All right, here's a J21. Looks like I saw several of these J21s on the top selling ones. So I would look out for J21 right there. You can see it. And it would be simple to actually, if you see anything limited edition, that's a go. If you see a vintage tag, that's probably good. And then you could also quickly look up these model numbers, but it looks like J21 is going to be a good one. What did that sell for? $59.95 with free shipping. There's another J21 sold about the same price, but they charge for shipping. I do charge for shipping on pre-owned items. There's a lot of reasons why. Maybe I'll make a video on that. J65. Let me look at a couple more here, guys, and then we'll wrap this up. Let's see. Where's the label? They used a stock photo. These stock photos can get you in trouble. Do not do this. It's against eBay terms. You can get a Vero for that. Too many Veros, and you will get your you can get your account suspended, and that would be a horrible thing to do when you can make so much money on eBay. All right, so let's go to our takeaways, right? We've done a little deep dive on this. So what are our takeaways? The key things to look for. I would say limited edition. Sorry, my fingers are a little frozen. Made in Italy. Search the model numbers. Example, J21 seemed to have the most sales. I think I saw 4 of those in probably the top 20 or so. If you do that, you should be okay. All right, guys, that's all I have for you today. Check back for our next jean deep dive as we go into number 31, and we will be going all the way up to number 1. So we will see you on the next video.